Hello, this is Ann, and welcome to my front porch here at the cabin in the Smoky Mountains of East Tennessee. In a minute, I'm going to be joined by my friend Larry Montoya, a Native American and Marine. He is from the Hopi Nation. He and I worked a few years ago on a video called Never Broken about our Native American code talkers. Well, this video has since been streamed all over the world on many different video platforms, and it reached a group of students in France who sent a letter. And in that letter, they described their experience in watching the video. They were participating in some studies about Native Americans, Native American veterans, specifically here in the United States and in Canada. So Larry and I are going to open this envelope together from the students, sent by the students and the teacher. I understand there's a picture in there and a beautiful letter, so we're really looking forward to doing that. So thanks for being with us today. Before we open this envelope, I wondered if you could just share just a brief word about your original vision for how far-reaching this story about the code talkers would go. I think I remember you saying that you were hoping it would go around the world, and so that many people could learn about the code talkers. And interestingly enough, we have this package from students in France. So that is part of your dream realized, right?
Yes. I was quite surprised when you called me about talking to this teacher, and that is exactly what we had initially talked about. Is I don't want just the America to know about it. I want it to be known, because with those code talkers, they were not only trying to save America, but they were trying to save the world.
That's right.
You know, and so I was quite surprised when you called. And, well, I don't know. Yeah, you called me.
Yes.
But we have been in contact for 5 years.
Oh,
Something
longer
like
than that. Yeah. But what's so interesting is that it came from France, and it was the French that first acknowledged the code talkers.
France was the first country to ever call upon the code talkers.
That's right.
You know, and that was quite surprising that it got out that far, and thanks to the media, I guess I could say.
Right, the internet, we can put it up on many platforms. Yeah. Right, so now your video has thousands of views on, of course, YouTube and Rumble and BitChute and Vimeo and Gab, and it just goes on and on. People can go to annmwolf.info and look for social media options, and you can find all the different platforms, so you can watch the video Never Broken about our code talkers on the platform of your choice. Let's open this, Larry. Let's see what it is. I know. I was looking at this package until you were able to get here. Yeah. And of course, she was kind enough, the teacher was kind enough to send an email, but I thought, oh gosh, I'd really love to be here when Larry was here to be able to see this. So we have this beautifully written letter. It says a letter to Ann M. Wolf, and it's from the students, and here is a picture.
Whoa.
Here's a picture of the students.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a beautiful group. To give you one of these pictures.
I would love that.
Yes. And so we've got one for you. And if it's okay, I'll go ahead and read this letter. So Larry and I read this letter together, but I wanted to share a few excerpts from this letter for the purpose of this film. And it starts out, a letter written to Ann M. Wolf. Dear Ms. Wolf, we are 16-year-old high school students from France. This year we are taking the English option, language, literature, foreign culture. And we are writing you this letter to thank you as we watched your documentary called Never Broken, honoring Native American code talkers, which was featured in a sequence we did in class. Thanks to you, we have learned so many things. We would like to share with you what we have learned in class, and we hope that you will enjoy our letter. And then, of course, the students go on to share different people that they studied, different books that they read, and so forth. Beautiful little vignettes there from that. But over here, and also, by the way, they were talking about learning about the Native American young people and what they went through in the boarding schools in Canada as well as the United States. And then, of course, in conclusion, they were writing, finally, watching your documentary entitled Never Broken helped us to develop our knowledge about who the Code Talkers were. In fact, we learned that they were a group of Native Americans who used a coded way of speaking during both world wars. This efficient way of communication played a crucial role in American victories. At that time, dedicated and legendary soldiers were considered as unsung heroes. In conclusion, thanks to historians like yourself who retrace the past today, Code Talkers are seen as warriors and some of the greatest veterans America has ever known. To conclude, we have studied many documents, many sources of information, and these documents have given us knowledge about Native American history and the human condition. Finally, it is your documentary that we viewed real-life Native Americans, war veterans, and their amazing stories. So we really want to express our gratitude to you for making a documentary about a subject we don't talk enough about. Therefore, it is your work that is admirable for us 16-year-old French students who don't often get a chance to learn about Native American history. Thank you for taking the time to read our letter, and we look forward to seeing more of your work. Yours sincerely, 11th grade English Literature Specialty Class. And what a lovely class. And special thanks again. Larry and I were in tears reading this through the first time, but I did want to share a little bit of the letter back to you, especially where it pertains to the stories that I was able to narrate. And it was an honor to narrate the stories according to Larry. He laid out his history. He did a lot of research together. We spent considerable time preparing to do this video, and at the time we did it, there were over 36, 37 nations
35.
that we were aware of. Yes. So I remember one night late, we were up late just making sure the spelling of every nation was correct, and to make sure that these countries, these Native American nations, were these tribes were recognized, because everyone gave of their precious time and life in order to serve the cause of liberty around the world.
It finally reached a country that recognized the Code Talkers first. Code Talkers of the United States of America. Let's hope that it goes all over. Had it not been for the Native Americans, Code Talkers, America would not have won both world wars. That's the truth. You see, one thing is that I would like to say, 1941 World War I started. Native Americans who were Code Talkers, or even those that were just in the military, were not American citizens until 1924. They fought for America, not even being citizens. America is the greatest country on earth. From the beginning of time, since we've been on the United States soil, we fought for this country. Not only for this country, but for the world, so that everyone could be free. So,
yes.
And this woman here, this lady, my sister Ann, I tell you, when I call her, I can't wait to hear from her again, because she always says the right thing, always encourages me, and when she told me about getting something from France. Oh, I was excited. Really excited. And now look at this.
Just wanted to make sure that you understand how precious this is for Larry and I. And I know, standing in here, sitting here, representing Native American nations around the United States and Canada.
Yes, don't forget Canada.
Yes, and Canada. And how much it means that you would take the time to learn about the culture and about the history, and especially, in this case, the contribution to freedom. You know, Larry spoke about this being the greatest nation on earth, but the tenets of freedom that we have here belong to all people. These tenets of freedom are those that are given because of our Creator. They've given to us from Creator. And in America, we do acknowledge those, but we know that they come as a gift from God. And so our wish and hope is that every human being on the planet could experience that beautiful freedom. And we know right now there are conflicts going on, divided opinions about so many things, sometimes family against family, nation against nation. But when it comes to freedom and a conversation about freedom and those who contribute to freedom, you know, we are united as one.
That's right.
So may the peace of God and the Creator be with you, my friends, and the blessing be upon you. And thank you again for this beautiful gift that we will always cherish.
And thank you so much, my children. Thank you so much. You all have a dad in America now. Yeah, you can say my father lives in America. That's right. I see so many nice looking faces, and at the same time I also see of course you all don't look the same because you're not the same. Some of you have blonde hair, some of you have dark hair, some of you have, your skin is a different color, and that doesn't matter. You are who you are. Don't forget that. Oh my gosh. I am a proud father of 16 children.
Actually, I think there's even a few more.
Really?
Yeah, we've got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19.
Whoa.
And the beautiful teacher.
Where's the teacher?
She's right here.
Oh, that's her?
I believe so.
Oh, ma'am, you are doing a good job. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so proud of you, girl. Kids, children. You're not kids. Kids are ghosts.
Yeah, they're young adults.
They're
Beautiful.
young adults. Keep up the work. Learn as much as you can. Oh, goodness. Thank you so much.
So stay tuned. We'll have lots more from Larry, stories and vignettes about his time growing up on the reservation and things that he's learned since. And we just thank you again from the bottom of our heart. Until next time.
Yeah.